Okay. We are continuing our series with the YouTube Fallout chick. There's a picture of her. What happened for people who weren't there, when we went to take her picture, she just disappeared. And there's a lot of people who say that men play as women for, you know, some kind of dirty reason or something like that. I certainly don't. I chose to play as a woman in this series because it was for the internet, and I value strong women. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be carrying out quests for this. Imagine this game without any NPCs that speak to you and give you quests. That's how it was when it first launched. Now they have voiced quest givers, which makes it much better. I'm playing it right now because I've actually gotten to the place where I enjoy the game a little bit. Do I enjoy it enough that it's worth the $80 I spent on it? No, but I am enjoying it, especially well, she definitely needs an American Patriot hat. And she needs Mountain Scout goggles. If she needs a plastic Nuka Shine beer hat, I mean, what woman doesn't want that? And we'll get her a Vault-76 military beret. It's not gonna let me make light armor right now. I can make outfits though, so let's make her the Patriot suit that I spent the $80 on. And we're gonna make her a tuxedo. I don't know why. I don't know where she's gonna wear a tuxedo in this environment, but I'm enjoying creating things. So I made my first weapon, that knife that I'll probably never use. And I made my first clothing. I could put one of those silly hats on her, in fact. Go to items. We'll put the beer hat on her. Although I don't know how to make it so that we can see I don't know how to make it third person right now. But I am enjoying it, and that's all thanks to you, because I was trying to give you a variety of games that are played here. So I went back to Fallout 76. And I thought I would just sarcastically complain about it. And I did complain about it for one video, and then I found out that I could start a new character. And when I started the new character, she turned out to be great. And so I am enjoying playing with this YouTube gamer girl. I tend to take everything I encounter in games so that I can sell them. But the problem is, if you do that in this game, you're definitely gonna wind up, as they say in Bethesda games, over encumbered. I do not like zombies. And I don't like that I will soon be out of ammo from having killed them. So we are now at level 4, and I probably should level up. I don't remember much about leveling up. Think I'm supposed to hit T to level up? No, that wouldn't be it. Oh, well, in here I can hit T to level up. I have an unopened pack. It'll give me perks. I thought I had as much charisma as I could have, but I guess not. I want more strength because I can't carry as much as I would want. These are the perks I have. We're going to equip one, which is the iron stomach one. If you're looking at this video and going, wow, the poorly aging sarcastic PC gamer doesn't know what he's doing, you're probably right. I haven't read books on this or gone through articles on the interweb seeking out information or anything like that. I just I played it from the time it came out. Although I didn't play it all the time because, like I said, I didn't find it very compelling. I didn't love it. In fact, I didn't like it. But they have done things to it over time that have made it better. I'm not in love with it, but I've enjoyed the sessions that I've had imagining
Looks like it might rain later.
that you someday would watch these videos.
Keep your eye out for danger. You never know who's watching.
And so imagining you watching this and imagining that you're somehow getting a pleasure out of that, some kind of fun out of watching me play this game. I've enjoyed being your poorly aging, sarcastic PC gamer playing Fallout 76. And like I said, the environments are beautiful. Look at these lighting effects. I like looting things. Like I said, I won't like it as much when I'm encumbered, which they call over encumbered. But I got out of the vault. So I did my stuff in the vault. I got out of the vault, which is the first thing you do in the game. And I actually had NPCs that gave me voiced quests. Now, if you don't know what an NPC is, it just means non-player character. So it means not me. And if you're wondering why that's a big deal, because all games that have quests have NPCs giving you the quest. Well, we didn't have voiced NPCs giving quests when this game first launched. That's why it was such a slog. I can't believe I'm eating canned dog food, but this is post-apocalyptic Appalachia. So you eat what you can find. So what that means is the bombs fell some 200 years ago. We were living in underground vaults that kept us safe, but eventually the groceries ran out, and so we had to get out of the vault. Sorry about that. I've been sick the last few days. Happens when you eat dry dog food. I mean canned dog food. That's probably canned 200 years ago. But good news, I'm a cute purple-haired gamer chick out to prove to the world that girls, women are incredibly strong. They can survive.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Apparently that's all he does. He just stands there and says protect and serve. So if that's his function in life, that's great. I'm following these quest targets not knowing where they will take me or anything like that, but I'm very happy to have them.
It's just about time to eat.
Because it means that there's talking NPCs in the game.
What is this? A desk fan? Oh, who carries around a desk fan? Now the world has gone to shit. The rich gonna be poor, and the poor gonna be rich.
Yeah, watch your language. We're on a G-rated YouTube channel. With this girl, I've run into her before.
This has a lot of potential.
And It seems like they wasted her potential. She's a scavenger. She's out there looting a car and everything like that. I get that, but why wouldn't a scavenger want to at least think about trading with me? At least consider that I might have something she wants and she might have something that I want.
It's hard work making a living out here.
I'll take another, maybe just one more whiskey.
Okay, so that guy also didn't think to want to trade with me, which I think is really odd. Strangers out here. He's trying to survive, I'm trying to survive.
Getting so sick and tired of those thorn bushes.
You would think that he'd want to know if I had anything that might increase his odds. But that's fine. Command post. Medical.
Chloe's my. Are you here for the responder training?
They must have really cared about helping people to set up a training program.
Absolutely. Even in the face of an atomic holocaust, the responders only thought about helping other people. They saved a lot of lives, and even when everything looked hopeless, they didn't stop trying to do what was right. It's a real tragedy that they are all gone now. People like us will never have the chance to thank them for everything they did.
Do you like
Wait
my
a minute.
beer hat?
Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76?
Oh. Why do you ask?
I keep hearing about it. I've even met some people who say they came from there. And honestly, I believe them. It's so interesting. People living underground for years, and then the doors open, and suddenly there's this whole new world to explore. So,
A whole
did I guess
new
right?
world. Don't you dare close your eyes. You got a good eye. What gave it away? Oh, I can't use that one because I don't have enough perception. I sure am.
I knew it! I could tell just by looking at you.
Was
I've
it the
always
hat?
thought that life in a vault must be so amazing, with robots and all the machines and having everything you need every day. Best of all, you're safe, which, let me tell you, is a thing us outsiders very rarely get to feel. Though I guess you're one of us now, so that's all in the past for you.
I didn't mean to put the... So I have two things I could do if I had enough charisma or strength, which I don't have. Mind if I ask you something?
Go right ahead.
Bore my YouTube audience. Tell me about yourself.
Me? There's not much to tell, really.
Good.
I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice. But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I've never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story.
Tell me about Paige and make it interesting. It should be a Paige Turner.
He's the closest Foundation has to a leader, I guess.
Paige
I
is
never
a
got to know
he?
him real well, but he always seemed like a decent guy. Honest, reliable, cares about the people, that kind of stuff.
Oh, a phony baloney. Tell me about the Foundation.
It's a community of settlers up in the mountains to the east. It's a nice enough place, I guess. That being said, it's a hell of a dangerous trip trying to get there.
Watch your
Barely
language.
made it out of the mountains alive. If I were you, I'd keep to the forest until you're ready to deal with some seriously nasty stuff.
There's something else I'd like to know.
Okay, what is it?
I'm not sure yet. It hasn't come up. Anything you could tell me about this area?
Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But
Oh,
you can
great.
find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The New River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots.
What's with the responder outfit? Tell me please.
I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really comfortable and pretty durable, too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
I thought she wanted to train me in something. How come all that went away? Maybe I should try her again. That was really weird that she wanted to train me. I talked to her and then those training options went away. Oh, a chemistry station. Oh, you can see my hat now. So I can make a diluted stim pack. Stim packs are for healing. So I think they're worth making. I can make 8 of them. So I'm making my own meds. I just crafted 8 of them. This is kind of cool. Like I said, much better than what I got on the launch of this game. Yes, of course I want some raw fertilizer. I don't know why I want some raw fertilizer, but if it's offered to me and it's not stealing to take it, of course I'm gonna. Oh, there's I could rest here. I might as well. I don't take my clothes off to rest, which is good because this is a G-rated YouTube channel. It's going to become your favorite YouTube channel in the future, so you might as well like and subscribe now. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. What I'm doing is I'm resting until my HP, my health points, are all the way back up. Is that me snoring? I don't know. But as you can see, I'm a gorgeous YouTube personality with a funny hat.
Hi. Dasa asked me if I would talk about how I got here. She asked everybody, so I said okay. My name's Colonel, and I'm 13 years old. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. The bombs and the messed up people and the cows with 2 heads, all of it. I was bad. Just bad. I cheated on my spelling test. I kicked Chip Wilkins in the chin until he cried. I pushed Rosie McCloy down the stairs. I cut holes in the bottom of all the gym shorts and put glue in the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria. I told Harold Newell to eat 10 dead flies a day in order to grow muscles, and put Nuka-Cola in the rat cage water bottles at the pet store.
If you need
And,
supplies, Bob
I just wanted to say I'm sorry about everything.
While you're here,
Because
why
my
not
dad said
grab
if I
a
wasn't this way, the bad
stim
things wouldn't
pack
happen.
or 2?
I haven't seen Daddy since the bombs, and I guess he left because of that, too. It's okay. I'm trying to be good now, though. I'm not old enough to be a volunteer, but Dawson said I could help collect food and water, so
out there.
I'm getting better, I promise. And, Daddy, if you're listening, I promise I won't be bad anymore, so you can come back now. Okay.
It sure is great to see living human beings
Okay.
again.
Bye.
A lot of this stuff I don't know what it is, but if I don't have use for it right away,
That overseer lady said more people would
I'm gonna
be
sell it.
coming. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, there's cigarettes in this game. Well, I'm probably not going to
With
smoke any.
smarts and a little luck, you'll do just fine out there.
One thing is I don't want to carry too much because there's all sorts of problems with walking around, because all the walking they consider to be running, and you're not supposed to be able to run.
Overseer lady said more people would be
When you're over encumbered. They call it over encumbered. I think this is the throwing knife I just made, so I kind of want to keep that because I'm proud that it's the first weapon I made. So I didn't
A volunteer.
make a lot of money, but
Supplies. Bob's got you covered.
I can look at the responders database, I guess. I guess I can't. It didn't let me do anything.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwood. My God. There's no one here. The
Oh,
old
there were people
tavern
here
and
when I got
church,
here.
People were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice... angry, tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are, and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
There's the water safety report. I also printed up some Gazette. I don't remember what Gazette. But apparently a local newsletter or newspaper or something. It's a dot matrix printer. Clearly. A little bit of trivia. Joan Rivers played Dot Matrix in the movie Spaceballs. This program was developed to turn regular survivors into certified responder volunteers. As a volunteer, your job is to help others. Oh, I can do that. And our job as responders is to help everybody, including you. Okay, well, we will register. Welcome, volunteers. Transferring course to your external hardware. Report to responder Kenesha McDermott Keisha. McDermott for further instructions. Apparently that's it. Oh, here's the people directory. Ben Ami O Asa. It says that he leads Flatwoods Outpost for the responders, documenting the responders' good deeds. Miguel Caldera. He installed self-service kiosks and automatic pantry, transferred to Morgantown Airport to build shelters for survivors. The colonel joined the responders when he was 13. Hope he wasn't a colonel when he was 13. Dedicated to helping kids learn to survive. His location now is unknown. Keisha McDermott. Last location, Flatwoods River. She monitors water safety protocols in Flatwoods. She's conducting ongoing hydrology experiments. Cullen McLeader is trying to contact the responders. Anybody really, can anybody see this? His last location was the Morgantown Airport. We haven't been there yet, of course. Scott Shepard, good old Scott Shepard, was last seen in Green Country Motel. He's studying the reasons why. He has theories on many topics, mostly political or paranormal. There's always Gary Wilkins. Now, who could forget Gary Wilkins? But his last location, it's unknown. His housing assignment is 617 Bridge Street. He transferred to Morgantown Airport. There's Delbert Winters, good old Delbert. His last location was Delbert's home. His housing assignment is 21 Bridge Street. Not to be confused with 21 Jump Street. He runs the Flatwoods Kitchens and Potluck. He trains survivors in food safety. His specialties are cooking, preaching, and morale. And then there's Sophie Yaters. She lives in Delbert's home at 10 Church Road. She's a student in Delbert's volunteer training class since 1/20/96. I may be allergic to the wasteland. It may be toxic. This thing really wants me to become a volunteer responder. And I don't think I'm against that. I want to be a do-gooder, and I certainly want my my character. I think her name's something like YouTube Gamer Girl. I want her to be a do-gooder. The jukebox still works. Although the music isn't really to my taste. I was checking to see if she was back in here.
Equipment contaminated. Assistance required.
Because she had a topic for training about the responders, and then it went away.
Here to brush up on your responder survival training?
I'd love to, but that's not in the categories I could talk to you about.
Me? There's not much to tell, really.
I know, I
I
already
came
heard
with
it.
Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice. But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know?
You
Get
can
out
go
and see some
your
places I've never
own
seen, figure out who I
way.
am. When I heard the
Go
message on the
your
radio about
own
Flatwoods, I was
way.
curious to meet the responder, so I made my way here. I
I
decided to
don't
stay
know
here
the
and see
other
what else I could learn.
lyrics.
That's pretty much my story.
Go your own way. Well, if I could ask you about training, I would. For some reason, it won't let me. Maybe when I've leveled up more. I don't know how this works. That's the thing about possum innards. They's just as good the second day. We might have some possum innards for supper. Now, I heard all sorts of activity here. Then I show up and it goes away. And it starts up again as soon as I...
If the Scorched or the Ferals don't get you, the Rads will.
Hello, settler. Says NPC is getting
I'm
up,
looking for
but...
some supplies I could use when I'm fixing things up around here. Think you got something I could use?
Would some concrete be helpful? A bit limited, but it'll last forever.
Yeah, that would be great. What can you give me?
I've got a little concrete you can have.
I appreciate it. This is really gonna help me out.
Well, at least
Prepare for even more settlers moving in.
At least I'm not carrying it anymore. Concrete's got to be heavy. So the quest marker is towards her, but it's not letting me. Required skill 1, your skill 0. So I can't use the walking cane because I don't have the skill for it.
Now that people have come back to this area,
The quest marker was pointing towards her, but it won't let me talk to her about training. So I don't know if that is a bug or intentional, because I'm really not skilled in anything. So far, I'm liking it. It's not fantastic, but
Automated warning to all responders.
it's good enough.
Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Oh, we must be in a war zone. We're probably as good as dead. This isn't as secure since people can shoot through the windows, but at least I got something so that I can eat a little, try and get it together before the next wave of things that they want me to kill. Okay, I'll have to follow that marker.
Rich source of plant nutrients found. Detecting potential composting target. Scanning for
At least these bots aren't smart enough to open doors.
Scanners indicate you are made of 90% compostable material.
I wonder why Mr. Farmhand has gone feral. All this food is radiated, so that's a problem. I mean, it's giving me health, but
This is now a combat zone.
at some point, I'm gonna have to have some rat-away.
Required by law.
Alert. Possible source of compostables detected. Your cooperation is required.
This is gonna take all my ammo and probably all my food just to survive this.
Nothing found.
But survive it I must. And prove that women are just as capable in this wasteland as men. Oh, he learned how to open the door. Mr. Farmhand, farm me a farm. Quit shooting at me.
Continuing composting operations.
At some point, I'm going to be out of ammo and just have that knife I made. Then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna have to go collect food again, which I can do, of course. I just took a 9% or more. I don't remember what the percentage chance was of disease, but did I get everybody? I still hear robots, but that doesn't mean they're out to kill me. Now the ones I killed were out to kill me, so I don't know.
Detecting potential composting target. Error. Error. Turning to action, then fertilizer.
You're wasting my bullets. That always happens when I try and open my inventory. The game doesn't stop when you open your inventory like it does in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And so if you've played those games a lot, you might think that it will, and so what ends up happening is you think it will, and so you think you're safe while you open it up, and so while you're trying to get, say, a stim pack or something to eat to heal up, that's when they kill you. And there's a picture of us again. She was very camera shy that day.
Alert. Possible
It's right there.
biological.
I'm gonna die here. And this channel actually shows player deaths. Yeah, I died. I'll hit space to call for help. I mean, I'm a chick, maybe somebody will respond. I don't think they will. And by the way, when you're trying to empower women, don't say chick. And I don't know why it says Ken Brown. We're clearly not Ken Brown. Ken Brown isn't a level 4 for one thing. We are YouTube gamer chick or some poorly thought out name like that. That's who we are. We're YouTube Fallout chick who wasn't facing the camera when we took her picture. I couldn't get her to face.
Initialize.
Dude, get your gun. You don't want to be killed by the same people twice in a row. That'd be embarrassing. Not that anybody's watching, but somebody may watch this video someday. at some point it will tell us.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. We need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
I don't know what any of that means. I know what be careful means. I just meant all the stuff about I don't know where to go, reset mainframes. I don't know why it keeps calling me Ken Brown. I am clearly not Ken Brown. Find out what the key unlocks. Change farmhands targeting parameters. Well, I wish I could have done that before they all tried to kill me. I'm confused. Are we all confused now? We got about 9 minutes left unless we go over an hour, and I'm not sure we're going to go over an hour. But this game, the fact that we're playing it at all is really something because...
Scanning for fertilizer.
Oy vey. It really wasn't that worthy of being played when we first saw it. And it's getting better all the time. They tell me that that other one, what was that space one? I don't mean Starfield. Starfield I liked from the beginning. I know there's other people that didn't. I'm trying to think what that one was with all those planets. And they worked on it for years and are still working on it long after its release. I'd have to look it up, and I'm not going to look it up right now while I'm trying to play this game and talk to you.
Farm required.
I would like to know why everybody is so hostile to me, other than I suppose it wouldn't be much of a video game if they weren't, but veterinary records terminal, error, no connection. I blame Edwin. By the way, I don't expect you to understand that joke, but it's quite funny. So there's a door just, is this gonna be one of those like places with a sleeping bag on a top level or something?
Hello.
New casual team created. Oh, see, I was right.
Your cooperation is required. Please stand still.
I didn't know there was anybody up here with me. Much less somebody who wanted me dead fatally. Now, does that look like a Ken Brown to you? That is not Ken Brown. That's some poor schlep chick that doesn't have a better place to sleep out in the wilderness. So she's sleeping out where people were just shooting at her. Trying to heal some of her hit points, health points, whatever you want to call them. And I guess she snores. I guess that's the sound you're hearing. My chick snores. That should be a name of a song or something. My chick snores. Yes, she does. You don't want to be around her when she sleeps. My chick shoots and people lie dead, but my chick snores as well. I didn't say I spent a lot of time writing this song. But at least I won't get a copyright hit for that because I just wrote that song live. It's terrible, of course, but I wrote it live, so I certainly own the copyright on it.
Returning to normal operations.
So they're looking for me to kill me and they can't find me when I'm sleeping? Okay, let's get up. See if anybody still wants us dead.
Gathering all sources of nutrients.
They want me to listen to the Overseer's Journal 1, but I thought I already did that.
Overseers, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something for me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault Tech. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down.
Didn't we do this in another video?
Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting life fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout. I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student.
You needed straight A's.
I had to have straight A's.
We've seen this movie.
I miss those early days. Being a kid. The three of us, our simple life. Our simple house. I wonder if it's still standing.
Okay, you reached level 5. Disable pacifist mode in game settings to enable player combat. Work together, all damage is ignored. Team up, trade, or attack damage is reduced until both sides attack. Kill or be killed, no damage reduction. So I guess this is, level 5 is the level that you can actually do the 2-player.
Scanning. Nothing found.
I don't understand the leveling up. I'm the first one to admit that. Is this some kind of... No, it isn't. Okay. Thanks for answering. I'm looking at these quest, but I don't need to now because we're an hour into the video, and that's, unless we got a reason to go longer than that, that's about as long as we want to go in our videos. I'm sure if anybody was watching this, they would say, well, we need to go shorter than that. And I guess there'd be some people that would say we got to go longer. I don't know. I think once we get through this door, we're gonna call it for now. So see, that's one of the good things about this. As soon as you think about ending it, you feel a reason to go further. So, looks like we found Keisha McDermott, and not in a good way.
Potential composting target.
Dasa has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott.
Well, you were.
When the bombs fell, I was in Watoka, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the prison. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoka to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water.
If you weren't dead, I would tell you this is a G-rated channel.
You how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water
And what was
sources
that?
were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water.
All right.
I did.
Good for you.
The world is getting better, but
It is.
slowly.
They keep putting out
We need to make sure it
downloadable
doesn't
content.
relapse, too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
We just tested. So we're testing our water samples and finding that the water is contaminated, which is what she just told us. So I'm not sure why they're having us do this, but this is as good a place right in front of the Vault Tech sign. This is as good a